Hey everyone, it's Perry. How's it going? I'm gonna try and keep this update pretty on point because the last one was so long and rambly, but a bunch of stuff has happened since my last update again, and I wanted to make sure that I communicate well with everybody, so I'm gonna post a little video update instead of writing like a long rambly Facebook post or whatever. So it's Monday, it's about 1 p.m. I have to keep this also really short because I have a lawyer's appointment in about an hour and a half, or 2 hours almost. It's Monday, and the last time I posted an update was a couple of days ago. I have since spoken to my mother. I spoke to her yesterday on Skype and on the phone. I have gotten a bunch of information from 2 different lawyers, and we're waiting on a third opinion, I think. I had my medical exam earlier today at 10:30 this morning, so I'm going to be getting the results in for that in just a few days. So a lot is happening. Things are moving really, really fast at the moment, and so I want to apologize for not updating the GoFundMe and my Facebook as much as I could have been, but things have just been moving really quickly. We haven't really had time to like sit down and actually talk about what's going on. So I want to start with like the most important thing. So I heard from my mother, which is super, super great news in and of itself. So the news that I got is kind of mixed, but it was just really great to talk to her and speak with her and stuff like that. So she is currently in the hospital, and she's going to be in the hospital for another 3 days. The reason she's in the hospital is that we found out that my previous statement about her having a tumor in her brain and a tumor in her spinal cord is actually not correct. She has a bunch of small tumors that are floating around the kind of outside area of her brain, all over through her brain, in her spinal fluid and in her cerebral fluid. So hang on, I'm trying to make the light a bit more light so you can. Oh, that was not working. Sorry, it's really dark here at the moment. I don't know why. Hang on 1 second. Maybe that'll help. So she has a bunch of tumors floating throughout her cerebral fluid and her like brain fluid. So I don't know much about oncology, but I guess that's supposedly better than having one really large tumor in your brain. She's not going to have surgical intervention, so she's not going to have surgery to remove it. But instead what they're doing, and part of the reason this is why she's in the hospital right now, is that she's going to get chemotherapy fluid, like drugs, injected basically into her spinal cord. So, or into her spinal fluid, so it can float around the brain and hopefully kill all the cancer cells. So she doesn't really know exactly what to expect from this procedure. She couldn't really tell me a whole lot. It could be fine. It could be like really, really tough, really, really difficult, really challenging physically, psychologically and mentally. It's, I think, probably really difficult to know that you're being injected with these drugs into like your brain fluid. So, but this is the treatment that's available. So there is treatment available, and she is undergoing treatment. So that in and of itself is really good news. I don't really have a timeline from her about like how long the treatment is going to go on for, but I do know that it has to be repeated. So I don't have information right now about how long she's going to be receiving this treatment for, or if there's like a timeline as to like what's going to happen next with her. So I'm going to know more in a couple days when she gets out of the hospital, and we have kind of an idea of like how she responded to the treatment, if she responded well, if she responded badly. So I'm going to kind of go from there. And so what's also been happening is like parallel to kind of finding out what's going on with my mom, we have been racing to get our forms organized and our green card paperwork as finalized as we can. We have some other stuff that we're kind of waiting for to come in about a week. We have some tax documents and some other stuff that's just kind of being processed and sent out to us, and then we'll be ready to file. So this afternoon we have an appointment with a lawyer, which is going to basically determine whether or not I make a decision to go ahead and file for a green card now, even though I will not be able to travel to see my mom for another maybe 45 days, give or take. Or whether I'm going to make a decision to leave the country now or as soon as possible and then file for a green card from Europe, which will probably mean that I'll be in Europe for several months, maybe up to a year, maybe longer than that. I'm getting conflicting information about whether or not that's possible. So I guess we'll know more after our appointment this afternoon. So if you're watching this, thank you so much, from like the really big, huge thanks to everybody who's been doing so much over the last couple of days to just kind of hold the line with me and with Raina, about talking about donating frequent flyer miles. We've gotten so much generosity from our friends, texting me, calling me on the phone, inviting me out to stuff, donating money, spreading the word. We have strangers who've never met me or don't know anything about me or about us or about my mom, helping us out. And I'm just so touched with the amount of generosity and the amount of support that we're getting in this situation. It means so much to me, and I think that so much is going on right now that I'm kind of all business and not really maybe showing as much emotion as I could be, but please know that it means a lot to me. It's really big, and I'm so proud of the fact that I have these fantastic people in my life that are just like there for me when I really need them. So if you're following this campaign, if you're watching these videos, if you're looking at our Facebook updates, please keep sharing our GoFundMe site out to different groups of people that haven't already seen it, so that we can keep getting the money that we need to, especially cover these like emergency costs. So this morning I had a medical exam, which cost like $430, so it was very expensive. If I'd had more time, I could have maybe done it for less. I don't have more time right now, so at the moment we're kind of bleeding money right now, lawyer, plane tickets, all these kinds of things. So if you have anything to spare, if you can show this video or make people watch it or share it out to people who maybe want to support us, please do so. We really need and need all the help we can get. So I'm going to end this video. Sorry I'm so verbose. I'm just a chatterbox. I apologize. But thank you once again for all of your really strong support. And I will let you know more as soon as we know more from both the lawyer that we're going to meet with this afternoon and from my mom as well. Alright, that's it. Thank you.